Good Friday morning. TGIF. That's right. It is April 4th, 2025. Time is passing rapidly. 2 weeks away from the event in Vegas. I guess that would have been technically yesterday, but I'm very much looking forward to that trip. I cannot wait to meet up with as many of you as are going to be there. Looks like a pretty packed house as far as the crew goes for the 6-minute daily to Friday Night Tights. It's gonna be jammed, and I'm looking forward to it. Hitting up with friends that are here in the chat, friends that are fellow creators. I think it's going to be a party, and I really do hope you get a chance to swing by there if you can. If you can't, it's understood. Not a lot of extra money going around right now, and we're just hoping that that gets better over time. Maybe, just maybe, after the world's temper tantrum over tariffs, everybody will calm down. But what we can count on is each and every weekday morning hanging out on the 6-minute daily, and of course checking out the videos that everybody's dropping right now. A lot of people went and saw Minecraft, including yours truly. That video just dropped. Do check it out. Hopefully the mods will put that video in the chat. You're going to want to watch it before you decide the final verdict on the Minecraft movie. Kids are going to enjoy it of a certain age and people of interest with Minecraft. But outside of that, if you get forced to go, it's not going to make you want to tear your eyes out, probably. So anyway, let's say hi to each of you. We got D-Bud Martin in the chat. Penny's here, of course. Penny. Sort of Poopus Cuber, our favorite pull the bar. And Captain Fandom Nerd. It's so great to see you. I see Kaladin in the house. I see Spider Unlimited and Mr. Cat. Good to see you. There's Kaladin 910, as I said before. We got the Weatherman, not only hanging out here, but over on the Green Machine. And that's going to be something fun, usually when he's hanging out over there. We've got folks in the green side of things. Just so you know, you're going to get included in the Tuesday watch party if you are a member over there. So we'll try to make sure we get kicked in the benefits. If you send that, send a quick message to Toxic Man Flu as a member of the Green Machine, he will make sure that you get a link and you can sign up for that. That's coming up on Tuesday. We're going to be watching a Val Kilmer film, Real Genius. That's right. SFX F314 Sabertooth Raptors out there, along with Morgan King, the man himself, Tom F. Good to see you, bud. And Ms. Pick Cafe, who is trying to help me figure it out over on Rumble and on Discord. We got that service dog out there, the longest parsec, of course, and a few other folks just walking in the door like Darth Soyvalka. Juliet's here checking in from across the pond. Good to see you, dear, and thanks for helping out on the wrench. We got me and my monkey out there. Good to see you. FKHC 2005. How's it going? Dr. Jill is out there. Jill Powers, the River Daughter. Hope you're doing well. We got a super duper gifty from Ruby Hoove herself. Thank you for that. Tanya Marshall gets that gifty. We got Scott Cook out there. He's cooking away. Our wonderful and great friend Mark Fields with 5 Culture Casino Cash saying positive vibes to you all. Positive vibes to you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. It's great seeing you everywhere now. Let's see. Who else is hanging out with us this morning? Commander Ed Straker of Shadow. Great to see you, and great seeing you last night. Hope you are getting better, rehabbing away. We got Josiah Robinson. What's up, my friend? It's so great to see you. Love it when you pop in the chat. Amelia Clark Scroll Arm. Russell Brand did get charged in the UK. Yeah, with things that likely didn't happen, I'm going to say. Although, how would he know, and how many years ago are we talking about? That's the other problem. With some of the times you make a claim, you can put somebody in jail even though it's bologna sausage. We have a problem with that here in the States. And, looks like the UK is no different. Looks like we've got Karadwin out there. Great to see you. And Butterbiscuit. Yo, it's so great to see you, Butterbiscuit. We got Andy Masterson, the talented one himself, who was, at the gym, I think, last I saw, at least according to the picture I saw. Anyway, Lord Thoth is coming in from the north. Chris Dickerson is out there. Great to see you. And Release the McCracken. Hope you're doing well, Robbie. Great memes last night. Wow. Snakes and Funerals is here. What's going on? Why did it have to be snakes? And Fat Elvis reminding you to smash that like button. Smash your thumb. That's right. Razorbird, our favorite rivet head, is out there. And of course, Grim. But we've got to go. Here we go. 6 minutes. Popsicle. What's going on, Popsicle? Canadian Spider-Man. I know, but your new leader from the WEF does not love us. And by the way, Canada, we love you back. It's crazy stuff. Man, that WEF guy was an idiot. You guys got some problems. Needed to put that Paul Vier guy in. Thunder Rain. I wasn't even aware there was a Rapunzel remake coming. Yep, it's canceled. We're going to talk about that first thing. All right, everybody, 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it in. 18 stories and all. Plus, we're going to have a little bit of bonus time, not too long, though I got some stuff I got to take care of. Speaking of taking care of things, Disney doesn't take care of anything, and they're really starting to make some money-saving decisions, like, a reimagining of Tangled in live action. Yeah, that thing's peace out. Not going to get made. They're saying pause. I'm saying toast. It may come back at a later date, but at least it'll be a shot-for-shot remake that people will enjoy. Moving on, we've got James Cameron premiering the Fire and Ash footage that people say is stunning. Well, that's about all you can say anymore about these films. If you enjoy Uncanny Valley and beautiful Uncanny Valley, you're going to enjoy James Cameron's Avatar Fire and Ash, where you get to face the evil Na'vi. I bet you they're red. Of course they are. Fantastic Four trailer electrifies CinemaCon. That's right. Yesterday was Disney's day. Their turn at CinemaCon. And of course, everything is stupid, great, wonderful. Except that maybe it's not. This is still not appealing to me. I guess Vanessa Kirby's pregnant? I don't know. Whatever. Regardless, people enjoyed this. I'm not looking forward to it. But I am looking forward to the return of Storm. It just isn't going to be in the next Doomsday film. It'll probably be in the one after that. And by the way, that's a black woman in a position of leadership. Watch out. You got Tron Ares gonna hit you right in the grid, according to Jared Leto, which means I don't believe it at all. This guy makes nothing but garbage. And the fact that he is in Tron Ares makes me less optimistic about the film. But he went on and on at Disney's CinemaCon, and apparently, well, the film is coming out. Zootopia 2 is funny. Well, the first one was. I don't know about 2, but the footage shows Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde partners in therapy. I'm not sure that that's the direction I would have gone with this film, but their partners therapy, I guess, could be something to talk about. I like Nick. I'm not really interested in a marriage counseling comedy from Disney and Zootopia. I don't know what that is. I do know that Lilo and Stitch extended footage also extended to the theaters yesterday, and I get to see an extended Lilo and Stitch clip. It's great, funny, hysterical. Looking forward to this film. I think this is a home run for Disney, and they've had so few. Los Angeles soundstage usage is down again, down to 63%. It's almost, almost 40% of the business is shut down. That's not surprising. Hollywood is too expensive to make things and require too much in the way of DEI garbage that's inserted into the tax credit. That's bad. Ryan Reynolds wanted to accumulate power, according to Justin Baldoni, and that's why he created this squabble over It Ends With Us, trying to turn the benign actions, which are actually on film for the whole production apparently, that's going to show nothing like sexual harassment or anything like that. This is wild. This is going to be an interesting court case I'm looking forward to. But what I wasn't looking forward to, and look, I wasn't expecting much from a Minecraft movie. If you want to see my thoughts, I did drop a review video, but look, it did really good in previews. 7 million plus. If it gets over that 7 million number and does somewhere in the 20s for Friday, you're walking into a weekend in a much better position than Snow White. And this is going to beat Snow White quite a lot. In fact, my expectations have been reset on this movie. I think it's going to do very well. Let's get into the real news, though. The Energy Department is inviting AI data center development near Los Alamos and other federal lands. That makes a lot of sense. We've got China punching back as the world weighs how to deal with higher tariffs. Well, actually, nobody punched back or had any of these reactions when Biden was levying tariffs and increasing them over on China. How odd. I wonder if it's aligned with political sides of things. Ooh, maybe. At least, we're not driven by the WEF. The electric car industry was already falling apart before Trump's escalating trade war. By the way, these tariffs didn't take effect until a couple of days ago, so none of this happened because of Trump. That's baloney sausage. Businessman, defrauded Dwight Howard when he was trying to purchase the WNBA team and gets 12 years in prison for his efforts. Well, that's well-deserved, let me tell you. Moving on, of course, we've got the Senate confirming Mehmet Oz for his position of leadership over Medicare and Medicaid. And we've got Yale firing a legal scholar amid review of possible ties to sham charity for a Terry group. That's happening now. Probably going to get removed from the country. Why is nobody challenging Trump's EO on TikTok? Because it would be politically destructive to do so, and for no other reason. And AP takes a long time getting around to that point. And finally, bears are back. That's right. They're berry awake and already hungry. At least that's what Georgia's telling its population. So, watch out for black bears. Secure your garbage. Don't hang out with them. Don't feed them. And, get some bear spray because it actually works. Anyway, if you are in the Atlanta, Georgia area, believe it or not, they're showing up in the city. So just be prepared and be cautious. Don't feed the bears. Speaking of don't feeding the bears, it's bonus time. We made it through 18 stories in 6 minutes, and that's all because of you. You drive the success of the show, and I appreciate you. For those of you over on Rumble, it's great to see Tobach, Weatherman, Ms. Pick Cafe, Razzie Fingers, Be Mo Betta, and Caveat Ties. Great to see you, Caveat Ties. Let's see, we got a couple other folks over there because Tom is leveraging his wrench. Magnify is killing it over there. And let's see, Dr. Jill Powers, of course. For those of you on Rumble lurking, thanks for being here. Be sure to step out of the shadows and say hi if you can. We're going to get to some of the chats that happened while we were busy doing the news. So let's pop over and get those done. Let's see. Obviously, Mark Fields and Ruby Who were early, and I got a chance to say thanks to them. Let's say thanks to SFX F314 Sabertooth Raptor for 5 Culture Casino Cash. What do you think of the design I sent you last night? I'm guessing because of the snow flop, Tangled got canceled. Well, I didn't get a chance to see it, unfortunately, SFX F314 Sabertooth Raptor, and I woke up late. Therefore, the Minecraft review got up late this morning. It was supposed to be up at 8:45 a.m. Eastern. So I'll go and check it out here as soon as we're done with the show. As far as the Tangled being canceled, yeah, it was another reimagined garbage pile. And Disney is really now coming to the realization after so many flops. Gosh, you know what? Go over and watch Valiant's video if you want to know just how deep in the hole they are. It's quite possible between 500 and 700 million going into Lilo and Stitch. That's how big a hole Disney dug for itself already before they even get to something that's going to be successful with the things they've been peddling. So I would imagine Tangled, just because of its very nature. I'm going to take these off. Just because of its very nature, is done. I don't honestly expect Disney to, outside of Lilo and Stitch and Avatar, I don't anticipate them having a successful box office this year. I think overall it'd be a money loser. They just they just continue to offend. But thanks for the $5 super chat, and I will check your design when I am done. The Weatherman, what's going on? Gifted a Culture Casino membership on YouTube. Amazing. I appreciate that. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I appreciate that Mac now has a gifted membership. Core member has a gifted membership. DA from 581 got a membership. Robert got a membership. And the Duxon got a membership. Liberty Hall's Cat gifted a membership of their own. Thank you, Liberty Hall's Cat, the reliable cat that is everywhere, including over on Pro and many other great channels. Thank you, Liberty Halls. Jeremiah Hembry for 5 Culture Casino Cash says, did Disney finally learn their lesson about live action remix? You know what? That's a good thing to call them, Jeremiah. And I don't know. I will say I asked that very same question after the Tangled pause. So yeah, there's that. I'm hoping they learned their lesson. It would seem like they did. It's just an awful lot of there's just an awful lot of money that was wasted on pushing the neo-Marxism. And look, I mean, it's pretty, bald-faced at this point what they were trying to do and why. Nobody likes it, and they don't support it, and that's not a profitable way to move about. I am hoping that the leverage that we're applying from both our side of the media and now the big media with Caroline Reed's article over on Forbes, I hope that is leveraging Disney into stop them from making very poor decisions at Disney World and the Magic Kingdom with the Rivers of America. That's all we can hope, right? Is that the financial gravity of the situation gets them back to, delivering for what people want and not what is socialism. At least I would hope so. Pilgrim Media. Good to see you, my friend. For $2 says thank you for what you do and your messages. Well, you bet. And thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Pilgrim Media, also everywhere. A great friend and, superhero. I know you don't, if you don't watch the Pro Show, you don't know how much of a superhero Staccato DDS is, but for 10 Culture Casino Cash, which is very generous, thank you. Diz didn't report 4-3 box office results. Weird. Well, I wonder why. Now, here's the thing. You and I think have had this conversation. At what point do they pull like their reports on Snow White? I think you're all right. I think by the time we get to this weekend or after it, I don't think we hear a peep. If this is the beginning of that, that's extraordinary. They're already admitting defeat. Their performance at CinemaCon yesterday was a lot of fluff and not any real substance. They did have all of their stars there. I guess that's a joy for some people, but to me, it's a Thursday. That's not the meme, but I don't know. I don't know if Disney's going to be able to get back to a performance level until after they clear all the pipes of all this gugh. And Snow White was gugh. And the fact that they're willing to pull the plug on things ahead of time with that kind of a response. And again, I'm going to say Jeremiah Hembry and many others who've suggested it are correct. Disney is going to get out of the reimagined storytelling. It's the problem is they got a bunch of it. I mean, Fantastic Four is an example of reimagined storytelling, so that's going to be hot garbage. I would imagine the Russo brothers are going to deliver some also reimagined ideas here because they're going to incorporate a bunch of superhero teams and Z-list characters that nobody wants. This is going to be a financial problem for Disney if they are spending up to $1 billion for 2 films from the Russos. They're not going to be profitable, not at all. That's not good business, not at all. Our great friend Hoove is here with a Culture Casino membership. Thank you, Hoove. Good to see you, my friend. And I think I said Liberty Hall's Cat already. Thank you again for another Culture Casino membership. We also had some people come through with some member chats. Our good buddy Tim Hayes Tim Hayes out there has been here forever. Well, maybe not forever, but for a good long time. And I appreciate your support. All those journals in the house. Great to see you, Aldo. Our good friend, lovely Sherry, who can be stabby Sherry sometimes and meme you to oblivion, but it's always in good fun. There's Tim's member chat. 35 months. Hail culture. Hail to you, Timmy. Timmy is the best. Thaliato. Guess I'm late. What's up, folks? Well, we just went through the 6-minute daily. Now we got a little bonus time. Our good friend RJ McCready is here saying hi to people. Kaliki O'Kenny. What's going on, Kaliki? I think it's because Snow White earnings now are falling under $1 million per day. Yeah, they're in big trouble, kids. Disney's just a giant disappointment. And it's all because of Iger. Iger has taken the most winning brand in entertainment and destroyed it, decimated it, reducing it to the 10th of its success. I think that's correct. That's what decimating means. Except it actually literally means removing to the 10th of a man. But yeah, 1 for every 10 remaining upright. I had caffeine yesterday, Mr. Culture. You brewing coffee tempted me, and I am still euphoric from that caffeine. Well, I'm euphoric from it too. I went through so much coffee yesterday. I have iced coffee in the refrigerator ready to go after this giant tumbler, which is my second giant tumbler of the day. I woke up late, and that bums me out. Usually up right at 5 a.m. It was a little later than that this morning, which means my video didn't drop right when I wanted, but it is what it is. Let's see who else is out in the world. Davina's here. Good morning, dear. Mark Nichols in the house. Saying hi to Cynthia, who's in the house. Larry. Name so nice you say it twice. Larry. And hey, Nicholas Horton is here. My pal, my friend, my supporter of justice for Rebecca. That's right. Edge Runners is a great anime. Totally worth it. Totally worth borrowing somebody's Netflix, which, you know, I'm going to have to do from time to time. Elizabeth Edelson. I hope I said that right. And thank you for being here. We've got all these amazing people dropping in the chat. You are incredible. I don't know. The French people say things weird. Or you Canadian French people say things weird. The people that speak French in Canada say things weird. I try to figure it out. Aurora uplinks for 2 Culturcino Cash says, I hope everyone has a good Lent and Easter coming. Indeed. Yes. What did you give up for Lent? Let's see. What else do we got out there? Comics Dad in the house. Great to see you, my friend. We got another Super duper chat from the Wild Man of Yavin. He is there. He's decorating the skies in, pretty light effects, at least in the video clip over on Pro. Thank you for being here, Wild Man of Yavin. This is what happens when you take loved IPs and reimagine them. To be honest, I would have liked a Tangled real life story. Me too. And there are a lot of people that could pull that off, to be fair, in Hollywood. As long as it was true to the original, I have zero faith that Disney would have done that. I know they wouldn't have done that, my friend. The Wild Man of Yavin. I will say that my worries always are now centered around whether Disney is going to try to sell a narrative or, sell the bologna sausage. And the problem is Disney chooses. I'm making words to get them, crushing words together. Is that Disney always chooses to sell a narrative. Disney's so compromised. I don't even think they can see it. I think that it takes people from the outside pointing out that Disney's a money loser, a big one. And that's a real problem. I mean, you kind of want to make the broadest possible appeal to the broadest possible audience at any time you're making entertainment because you want to make money. And Disney just does not refuses to focus on that. It's so bad right now that the Disney stock is at 86.01. Now, remember, just a couple of weeks ago, just a few short weeks ago, it was over 100. Barely over 100, but it was over 100. As of now, as we speak, 85.92 85.91. Disney's not doing good. Of course, there are a lot of stocks going down right now. The market is overreacting to what tariffs mean. Look, when people look at the market, they think it's very US centric. It's not. The market works around the world 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whether or not, people are actually trading actively in the exchanges is a different conversation. But your money's always moving. And when the globe overreacts and takes profits during what would have been just deemed a normal correction, you have the results of many stocks going down. I think yesterday the market lost about $2 trillion in value. Not surprised. The things that need to be focused on are the people that are doing the trading for your retirement, and that would be, well, Vanguard, State Street, BlackRock, and even Blackstone if you're invested on the real estate side of the equation and REITs and things like that. Just pay attention. Tariffs shouldn't stir up the market like this. Tariffs are in place, especially against the United States, by all of these other countries who are having a temper tantrum. That's what's happening. I'm not worried about it. It's temporary. 10%. That's right. Decimation is 10%. Yep. 10th man. Yep. What else is happening? Elizabeth loves coffee. I love coffee. Coffee is life. For me, most of the day is coffee and sometimes tea. Like I'll mix it up. Like the afternoon, probably tea. I make cold brew coffee. So much better than iced coffee. Yeah, cold brew's good. Takes forever. I'm trying to find a low acidic coffee. There are some acids that are good for you in the polyphenol area, and there are some that are not so good for you. But if you remove some of the acid, it takes away some of the bitterness. So even if you're not using the best possible beans or grind, I would say, you can still get quality coffee if you can figure out a way to reduce that acid. That's what the machine was all about, Breaking Bad, that the little nerdy guy built. I thought that was fascinating. Stream Elements, hello, says, never miss a show. Whoa, did I turn Stream Elements back on, or how did this work out? How did that work? I'm going to have to go check it out, see if it got turned back on. I did use Stream Elements for a while. Maybe I should go back to doing so. I'm supposed to consider using it for monetization as well. This is fascinating. I have to check that out. Incredible. There we go. I said it properly. Thank you, Davina, for giving it to me phonetically. Hello, all in chat. Hello to you again. My gosh, Elizabeth is active. We got 11 Alpha active today. Good to see 11 Alpha. And of course, John Yolden, our friend over in the lovely UK Isles. That's right. Have a great weekend. You have a great weekend, friend. So good to see you. Elizabeth Young is out there. Hello, dear. Hope you're doing well. I'm all for playing around with known IPs if it's fun and creative. It's the fact that it's all virtue signaling. Yes. Bologna sausage, that bugs me. It bugs everybody, I think. True fans of original material, losing it. Let's see. What do we got out there? We got Snakes asking a question. Good to see you, Snakes. Has Disney seen what Amazon done? Yeah, with Jen Salke. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Yeah, well, what we don't want is Jen Salke to come over and take over Lucasfilm. I'm telling you right now, Sony may have just won the day by getting rid of Amy Pascal and passing her over to Amazon, because that's where her first look deal is now. Is at Amazon. Moved over. And I guess, that first look money is sweet. Did a story about that from That Park Place on Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Rubs some people the wrong way. But you know what I did to help them out is on my little shopping shelf on my channel, which is on the bottom of some videos, I gave them a smattering of PWB things that they could buy. Shirts, videos. Like there's a great deal on Killing Eve right now. If you want it on Blu-ray or DVD. So I put that down on the shelf. They could shop. If you like Phoebe Waller-Bridge, here's some stuff you could buy. Pretty cool. Let's see what else is happening. Wild Man of Yavin follows up the amazing $10 super with a $5 super chat for Culture Casino at Don't Forget. Pitt said he'd think about buying back in if Disney got to $70 a share again. Guy really understands how to buy the dip and ride it up. And maybe he would be effective at another proxy deal. And maybe investors have reached the tipping point. I know this much. Even though the institutional investors own about 16% of the Disney shares, I think it could finally be overcome. Disney's getting sued from multiple directions. They're doing some ridiculous things. Gina Carano's case is still being pushed around because Disney wants to delay it. Because when they face the music, it's going to be very, very embarrassing. I think Iger wants it to disappear over the hill by the time he's over the hill and retired from Disney. And then it's somebody else's problem to answer for. Except, everybody's still going to be able to say, you destroyed your legacy, Bob. And I don't think he cares at this point. The Chronicles of Narnia. Yeah, I know it's toast. Gender swapping, racial swapping, all kinds of stuff. Just absolutely destroying the faith-based storytelling of C.S. Lewis. I think it's being done intentionally. You have tons of neo-Marxism coming out of Netflix, and it's all very willful. You have to disable this globalist engine. And one of the ways to do that is to stir things up a bit. And it's certainly happening right now. You're looking at mobilizing Europe for war. They are desiring and aiming for a world war with a nuclear power. I don't understand what's happening in Europe right now. I do know that you guys are creating absolute destruction for yourselves with your unchecked immigration. You're basically suffering from the same thing they were trying to do here in the States. By the way, we need to expose more and more of that as a way to destroy things. It's been happening globally. Big problem. I got Biggles Metz in the house. There he is, one of the biggest hype men of the internet. Don't get to see him very much. He's always busy. Please do slap the like button. Thank you very much, Sherry. She is great. She's one of the best. She's constantly updating her photos. It's amazing. Her profile's just full of joy and her. Cool stuff. Let's see who else is out there. Cyrano, what's going on, my friend? Coffee IV stat. That's right. I haven't seen you a lot, Cyrano. Hope everything's going well, my friend. Looks like Grim is headed out. All right. Have a wonderful day and a great weekend. I hope everybody has a phenomenal weekend. We're headed into a big weekend. Yes, big weekend. Enjoy it. 20-minute break. All right. Well, I'm glad you're here for your 20-minute break, my friend. There he is, Randall Orser, the Canadian Roland the Wretched. I hope you're doing well, brother. I'm glad you're here. Juliet says, let's see. Yes, it was done, Joe Powers. I'm not sure what that was referring to, but I'm glad it was done. Let's see. You guys are cooking today. I'm just trying to catch up with you. Look at the chat. Hey, your average Patriot nerd. Good to see you. It's been a minute. My new job started last fall. Keeps me away a lot. Well, I'm glad you're here now. I'm also glad that Cyrano gifted 5 Culture Casino memberships. Thank you, Cyrano. You are a treasure, and I appreciate you very much. Look at that. 5 Culture Casino memberships right in a row. It gets a lot of people in, including Spirian, Hamdinger, and many others. I do not know what's happening with Stream Elements. It decided to turn itself back on. We've got Brian. Good to see you, Brian. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for all the support, my friend. Let's see. Scrolling. Commander Ed Straker. Oh, Shadow says, Culture Casino, it's the lame brain, feeble walleye bridge. Oh, wow. Okay, sorry. Lame brain, feeble walleye bridge. I get it. You're crafting amazing names. Aldo is, what are you indicating here? Man, I really can't read those. I don't know what that is. It's not showing up well on this side for me. So even exploring it is crazy. Is it a rocket power? I don't know. Nuclear power. Yeah. Who else is out there? We got more. Butterbiscuit92 says, can't wait for the Switch 2 discussion on TGP next week. Hope it takes up most of the stream. I think you're going to be surprised that it will. I'm I think we're in a position. I did a video on this here on the channel, which isn't going to be super popular because it's not going to be tied to the algorithm because I don't do a ton of gaming stories over here. But I'm worried. I'm worried not because the Switch 2 isn't going to be an improvement on what was there before. I'm worried that Nintendo is focused on the wrong thing. Localized like network chatting, right? To, the people that are involved or things like that. And it bothers me that that's going to have to be a subscription service when it could have just been a passive protocol that they weren't trying to financially benefit from. Nintendo's been doing a lot of weird stuff like that, trying to monetize in unique ways. I just don't think it's going to be all that in a bag of chips because we have Discord, and I don't need to look at people when I'm gaming. I mean, you still can do that through Discord if you so choose. And if you have a creative person that can set up their streams the right way, you can see everybody's faces on like a live gaming stream for something like Mario Kart or Fortnite or whatever. So to me, there's not going to be a lot of upside here. I don't understand it. Um, Add to that the increased cost of games and them trying to justify that with these, upgraded packs for games that you already own from the Switch. I think that's a problem. I really do. And we'll talk about that on That Game Place next Wednesday. Minecraft madness. Actually, that's true. We're going to be looking at a better performance than I expected out of Minecraft. If it got a 7 million plus yesterday or an 8 million plus yesterday for previews, and those started at 2 yesterday, by the way. I have a feeling that this film it's literally going to embarrass Snow White, like badly. And it's also going to do well overseas, I think. Video game adaptations usually are not something that carry a lot of weight, but this will. So this absolutely will. And I think you're going to get an audience that is going to push their parents to go. The kids that don't quite drive yet are going to want to go see this. I had no idea. And it's okay. I mean, my expectations have been reset. And visually, it's not an attractive film to me. But as far as fidelity to the material it's adapting, pretty good, except for the humans. The roundlings you'll hear and see. Steve's story is an interesting backstory, which is all told in an exposition dump at the beginning of the film. And if you want more on the film, check out the review that I dropped this morning, just a little while ago. We got Luke in the house. Good to see you, Luke. And let's see. So many more. You guys are popping in left and right. Amazing. So Stream Elements is actually working. This is crazy stuff. Good stuff indeed. RJ McGreedy saying hi to people out there. I think I saw one of my favorite roasters. Avarice, good to see you. Avarice Carmageddon is in the house saying Disney is back in the $80 range after all the stock drops. I know. I was just talking about that a couple minutes ago. It's fascinating. I really wasn't expecting it. Let's see if I can get a chart up on the screen. Let's see if we can do this. Not really a good day for stocks overall. So I can't, again, you got to take it all in the context it's being delivered. But let's put this up. Why not? Share screen, Walt Disney Company. And boom, here we are. The Walt Disney Company at $85. I'm not logged in right now. I was like, I got to show you the portfolio. But the Walt Disney Company, $85.93. There you are. It's been hovering around there for a little bit. Got back up to 96, but 86. But it's not having the best day in the world. And I think people will do the buy the dip thing, except I think they don't realize that the dip's going to be more dippy. Ubisoft is down again. Not bueno. Of course, this is not really the Ubisoft we for reals. It's the Ubisoft at America. But let's see. We got Tata Motors. Ooh, Jaguar's not having a good day. And yeah, GameStop doing good. Good for them. Amazon down. Hasbro down. Embracer Group down. All right. Well, there we go. This is today's chart, if you're wondering. Carmageddon. That's that. The markets are way overreactionary today. Way. How way? Way, way. How way? Way, way. All right, let's see what else we got out there. We'll keep an eye on this, keep it up on the screen, keep talking. Thank you, Wild Manny Evan. You are amazing. Thanks for being here. Man, we got a lot of shows coming out. It's going to be a busy day. Trying to catch up. Janet's here. Good morning, Janet. How you doing? I saw you out and about the other day, posting pictures solo. I hope you're doing well there. I really do. Let's see. Nintendo dropped the price. They need to. Those games, man. The problem is that if you buy something digitally, you don't own it. I'm going to keep saying that. You don't. Because especially if it's a live service game and they can pull the service at any time, you don't own that anymore. You don't own anything. They're trying to make it the norm. We as consumers need to either help enact laws that will solve that problem, or it looks like Disney's on a rally. Look at that, buying the dip. I don't know how long that'll last. Not long, but we need to rebel against the idea of not owning your games. You need to benefit from direct ownership of the thing you purchase. And if Nintendo is going to sell you something that's a physical media copy, all the better. The problem is it's not worth $80 or $90, which is what they're going to try to move the price point to. The whole gaming industry is doing everything they can to sell their same garbage. In fact, their lowered quality garbage for more money. Rockstar is going to be the first studio that aims at $100 price point, guys. So just be prepared. GTA 6, they have been talking about making that $100 game. The game industry is desperate for it because they don't make things anymore. They make garbage. They make remakes of things. This is how I knew we were in trouble. Final Fantasy remake. Sure, some people are going to buy that. Great, but it was unnecessary and it didn't do anything. We gotta stop them. Gotta stop them, guys. It's up to you. Do not purchase at those prices. Make them change. Davina says, not getting Switch 2 for years, if at all. You know what? I'm less enthusiastic. This is not going to have to be a day one purchase for me, which is sad. I mean, I may get it around Christmas at the latest, but I'm not. Why would I do it? What would be the motivation for me? Right? Outside of being able to share like the new Mario Kart with multiple Switches, what's the upside? I don't think there is one. Yep, right now the chat feature is tied to the online sub and their horrible phone app. Just use Discord. That's right, Elizabeth Young. And I think that's what everybody's going to do. I really do. I really do. Man, Stream Elements is going to town. Aldo says, also is pondering about this movie. I feel like their objective is to invigorate the game and sell more copies rather than it being good. Well, the film wasn't great. I'll tell you that much. I put it right in the middle of my rating system. You can go watch the review. It wasn't as intolerable as I expected, and the soundtrack is surprisingly good. Again, they're pulling music from the 80s and 90s. I think, and I may have misheard, but I put in my video, I think I heard a B-52's track in there. So there's that. Let's see. Lasher's out there. What's going on, Lasher? Thanks for commenting on the video today. Appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who's commenting. I'll try to get back to you. Brian says, women with kids will love that movie. Jason is good to look at per my wife. LOL. I'm going to agree with you. I think you're going to have the family folks conquered, especially the people that are into the game. It's just not going to draw a lot of people outside of that, or at least I didn't think so. It may. I think you may have parents and grandparents dragged to a movie that, you know what, isn't terrible. And that's strong coming from me. Yeah. Lasher's headed to bed. Have a great day, my friend. Avarice says, thank you, Culture. No, thank you. Davina's out there just chatting away saying, there's Jill, somebody who has a burner account and is a hacker. Oh, I would call them turd burner. Oh, wow. That's strong language from Jill. I heard that PS5 games library is starting to get good. I still have a PS3 and a PS2. I still have a PS2 and a PS3. For a while in the big truck, I had a PS2 that I would play all my NASCAR games on. That truck has a 4-screen system in it, so you could actually divide the screens. One could be watching a movie, and one could be playing the video game in the back seats. The front screens are you could be set up for nav or the movie or whatever. It's amazing. You could just swap the screens, all the things it could do. Hey, there's the lovely Six, says Jill. What? You got butt band on Midnight's Edge. Uh-oh. 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 Trying to check in with everybody here. Elizabeth is here. I think I said hi. Six is here. I said hi. Davina's here. I said hi. Look at all these amazing people. You guys are incredible. Incredible. There we go. You have to choke when you say that. It's really wild. Dave Bob, there he is. I've been looking for this guy. You will own nothing and like it. I hope not, Dave Bob. This guy is cool. Cool as a cucumber. Great person. Got to meet him in person. He is such a good man. Dave Bob. Kind of miss you. I used to see you all the time, buddy. You're going well. Cynthia's here. Good morning, Cynthia. So many lovely ladies here this morning. Randall. I just started watching a couple of Thai series. Breakup service about a company that breaks up couples, and Leap Year about a guy born February 29th and people he loves dies on that day. That's terrible. The first one sounds interesting. The second one's terrible. Not exactly a great thing. Hey, Maria Jade is in the house. Good to see you. The high prices would be more understandable if the game came good to go with no patches and highest level of tech. That's true. I think as game enthusiasts, we expect the game to be a finished product, and that's just not been happening for a long time. Fletch, what's up, buddy? Nostalgia sells. Well, maybe not so much anymore. You know, but I will let me react to that statement as we look at Disney stock price. Man, they're not having the best day, but it is going back up. Let me react to their stock price and just say this. You don't have nostalgia if the audience you're targeting isn't going to have children. You cannot survive on nostalgia, especially if you can't create nostalgia if the product you're releasing is total hot garbage. Nobody is going to say, oh, I have nostalgia for the live action Snow White. Oh, I have nostalgia for this completely destructive thing. I'm telling you right now, there are no people that are longing for more of the Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings bologna sausage either. Disney has not made high quality stuff in a while. They just haven't. You know, some of the remakes that they've tried to do have been so disastrous it actually declined the value of the property itself. In fact, I'd say most of the modern offerings have done that. Nostalgia for the 1937 Snow White classic, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, may never go away, but nobody's going to be nostalgic about this live action. And again, nostalgia relies on an audience that has a longing for the past and the simpler, better version of something. And that's not going to exist with any of the things that Disney's done recently, and it won't exist if you're not catering to a family, adults, children. You have no path forward. Disney's dumb. If you are an investor right now and you don't realize Disney's no longer a family company, you're throwing good money after bad. It's possible we could get Disney's stock down in the 50s again. That's a believable thing. All of this is under Iger's quote unquote watchful eye, negligent eye, and willfully so, just in service of political garbage, trying to move the ball so far across the board. This isn't just happening in entertainment, to a world government structure so that you will have nothing and you will like it. You will eat the bugs and all of these other things. And people are like, well, it's conspiracy. No, it's not, guys. It's every single step along the way, from the Frankfurt School forward, Klaus Schwab and his evil minions and the WEF leadership that's now in Canada, that's their plan. And that new ridiculous premiere in Canada, mind you, Canadians, I love you. I'm feel very sorry for you and where your country's headed under the leadership of this WEF puppet. He says, well, if the U.S. doesn't want to lead, then we'll take that role. Okay, you're tiny little country with, the resources that you can access. We have more strength as a North American entity, including Mexico, Canada, US, Mexico, than most of the other parts of the world. If, for example, I said this the other day, I'm going to say it again. If the US Navy isn't patrolling the oceans, isn't enforcing, open trade for the most part, which allows for the passage of ships across oceans and around places, if they're not, then piracy, like with the Houthis and other organizations in certain areas of the globe, would overrun the ships that were trying to be at sea. The other countries of the world gave up their navy long ago, and China's trying to develop their own. It's one of the reasons why we want to build a new generation of warships here in the States. But I mean, we'll be great at protecting our stuff, but we've been the global ocean police for 60 years, 70 years, 80 years now. It's just like, why create adversarial relationships? I don't know. Why not just understand reciprocal tariffs, so reciprocal trade is fair? I don't know. But we're about to find out. Anyway. It's also a leverage point. Look at what Argentina did. Argentina is going to be the only zero, or the first zero tariff trading partner that we have. They didn't add any to the Holy See, to the Vatican. There are several places that didn't get tariffs, but there are some that are money laundering hubs that are getting tariffs that are surprising, that the AP actually was running cover for this morning. It is what it is. Stick out DDS for 10. Coach Casino Cash says Disney is trying to stop reporting their stock price. What? Huh? How do you do that? I know they're trying to stop reporting their film failures, but I believe you. How do you not report their 8507? It's bad. It's going down. They're going to go down. They aren't making good things. Their theme parks business is about to get schmooshed by Comcast Universal because of their short-sightedness, because they wanted to launch a streaming service to try to compete in a market that had, no need for competitors, at least not yet. And if you do go out and compete, notice that you're now competing with bigger boys than you, like Amazon. Warner should have stuck with what they had and the way they were going about business. The same could be said for Paramount. In fact, the recombination of Viacom and CBS was a terrible idea. The recombination of Paramount and Viacom, bad idea. Just terrible. Just terrible. So they kind of, of any of the studios, they deserve to be in the position they're in. But Disney is second in line to deserving what's coming and what's happening. Wild stuff. JPS here for 3 months. Thank you, my friend. Member chat here. Good to see ya. Celebrating 3 months of membership. Says never getting a Switch 2 anyway, but the pricing is ridiculous. If this is the new trend, would PlayStation games be over $100? Yeah, no, exactly. I actually said that a few moments ago, probably before you arrived. But be on just be prepared for GTA 6 to be $100. Okay, because that's where the industry wants to be. This was a warning shot across the bow that games are going to be ridiculous. We're definitely talking about this on That Game Place on the Wednesday live stream. If I get a chance to record some videos for the channel over there with Loki and a couple other folks, I will. We'll talk in advance about the cartridge pricing, digital pricing, and all the things in between. People want to own physical games. I can go back through my retro catalog because I own physical games. Digital stuff is what it is. Assassin's Creed's tried to tie itself to live service, and it's unsuccessful. I will be in very soon playing Assassin's Creed Shadows on That Game Place today. I tried to do it yesterday. Everything worked against me because I was so busy doing other live shows. I didn't get a chance to do that, and I had to record the Minecraft review. By the way, go watch the Minecraft review. Please, wrenches, if you can, link that in the chat below so people can do that before Midnight's Edge in the Morning, which is coming up next in about 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes or so. Cough, cough, Disney Star Wars, cough, cough. There you go, Dengar Renegade outlining something that Disney destroyed. Do you realize Marvel may be beyond recovery? Watching the results of CinemaCon yesterday, is anybody excited for Marvel? Are you genuinely excited for Doomsday? Are you excited for Fantastic Four? Are you excited for the A24 quality Florence Pugh featuring Thunderbolts? No. Nobody is excited for Marvel. I can't even say people are excited for Doomsday anymore. They beat that thing down really fast. The chairs, 5.5 hour chairs announcement. Are you kidding me? And it's all Z tier characters with C list actors. There were a couple, 3 bright spots, but that's it. Let's be honest about it. Disney's destroyed all their IPs. Everything they've recently touched, they've destroyed. The only thing that might be a win, Lilo and Stitch. Do you know why they got the win for Daredevil? Deadpool and Wolverine? Nostalgia for Fox, nostalgia for Deadpool. Deadpool has a marketable audience. It inspired people to take their younger kids to see an R film. That's not going to come back. They can't build on that nostalgia because they don't know how to do it. They're wasting Storm, Halle Berry's Storm. They're wasting her. They're going to push her all the way to the second Avengers movie. It's crazy stuff. Got a nice super chat again from our good friend Staccato. DDS for $2 says, it's a joke. Oh, yeah. No, I wish that. Oh, okay. I get it. Yes, Staccato. It is a joke. Meaning what you did earlier in the chat. Yes, it was a joke. I get it. All right. I'm an idiot. But yeah, if you're not sure what that refers to, let me bring it back up. Staccato said, Disney is trying to stop reporting their stock price. Yeah, kind of like their box office prices. I get it. Yeah, I'm pretty dim, but I tried to be less so. But I do appreciate the support, Staccato. You're amazing. Oh, goodness. Yeah, it was definitely a joke. All right. Oh, thank you, Six. You're the best. I hope you're doing well, dear. I haven't seen you often enough. Kind of got me worried. Got me worried. Why is there a like a weird face in the YouTube link? That's crazy stuff. All right. Anyway, but thank you. Wait, Six, are you not a wrench? No, you're a wrench. Okay, that's just really weird. Showed up really odd on this side. Anyway, all right. Let's see. Randall Orser has been here forever, a wonderful supporter of the channel. 30 months of membership. Thank you very much, my friend. Saying Disney wouldn't know a good movie if that movie slapped its butt and called it daddy. Woohoo! I think Disney, I don't think Disney nor Hollywood will recover. Hollywood's bad. I like one of the stories we dropped today. 40% vacancy basically in the sound stages available. Productions have fallen off a cliff. That'll be down to 50% in just a few months. Maybe more. Maybe they'll be 50% empty in Hollywood. It's not the tax credits, guys. It's the fact that the tax credits are tied to DEI bologna sausage. The current governor there is, killing the state and all the people that went along with it because you're only controlled by one party, killing the state. People are running away. Other states are gaining seats and power. Why? I know why. There are a few states that if they flip over to red or purple anyway on the western side of the country, it will be a disaster for one singular party, but it'll be a big win for, well, everybody else. So I guess California's disaster is everybody's win. And now I feel really bad because I love California. Would have been the place I would have retired if it hadn't gone completely to heck. Adam is here. Adam! Saying hi to Kaladin. Good to see you, Adam. Six says, I don't remember life before being your wrench. Well, you are amazing. You were one of the first, lady. One of the greatest. Six is one of the greatest researchers out there, let me tell you. And she also is, quite the historian of internet lore for YouTube, and specifically this channel. Six, I need to know from you soon so I can plan what my 50K obligations are, because I'm sure you have them on video. Let's see. California was going to be a great place to retire. It was. Not anymore, CC. Yeah, I know. Just being able to crash out on PB, literally walk down the hill to the beach, go surf, walk up the coast a little ways to the reserve, go snorkel. Anyway, all that's gone. It's weird. The dreams you have in your 20s versus what you realize later in your 50s. All right. What's wrong, Elizabeth? Sigh. We need to dive into 100K. Okay. We need to definitely talk about 100K. San Diego is a lot redder, and that's why Pacific Beach is a great area. But again, it's pretty stinky. They once California is rid of a lot of people that shouldn't be there, maybe there'll be a different conversation. Janet from another planet says, "No way, I'll be live under the government's thumb." Oh no! Oh, excuse me. No way, I'll live under the government thumb. Yeah, that's hard, and that's why no California. You'll be able to find me in Tennessee. Apex, what's up, buddy? Nicholas Horton, not you two. That is not happening. Princess Leia is, but that's not. Pilgrim Media. I graduated from Galileo High in San Francisco. Now it's a wreck. Yeah. Did I read your member message? Probably not. Let's get that up on the screen. Butterbiscuit. I am not alerted to uh, I'm not alerted to the member chats for some reason. But here it is. 11 months, almost a year, Butterbiscuit. Well done, and thank you, my friend. Says Switch 2 is why more and more people are going to PC. For another $200, you can make a good gaming piece. This is so true. Also, please stream after FNT. I might do the game stream after FNT. That would make the most sense. I'm not sure. I want to bring back the interview show, but the problem is that scheduling interviews is one of the reasons I need a producer. I need a producer to schedule people to interview and to lock in the times. Now that the time has changed and I have a little bit different opportunity, that bringing back that show makes more sense. Anyway, let's go back to this view because we can watch Disney fall all day. And it's enjoyable for sure, but it's something that we need to get out of. In fact, I need to get out of here. You are like 10 to 15 minutes away from Midnight's Edge in the Morning, which is a great show. You cannot miss. Stop missing it. Okay? Don't miss it. Pilgrim Media for 2. Culture Casino Cash says, oh, wait, I got this one. I graduated from Galileo High in San Francisco. It's a wreck now. It truly is, and I'm so sorry. San Francisco was so awesome. A little quirky, but really beautiful. Lots of fun to walk, especially if you like hills. But, yeah, crazy stuff. I don't think that's true, Overlord Barabbas, but, demand it now. No, Princess Leia bikini. Speaking of which, the Wild Man of Yavin for 5. Culture Casino Cash says, I had read that more people in Orange County, California voted for POTUS than in the entire state of Iowa. I can believe that. I can also believe that we're going to get some information really soon that's going to disturb some people and challenge people's belief systems. That should be fun. All right. On that note, we got to drop out. I want to say thank you to all of you who supported this channel, supported the show, supported me. You're amazing. You are truly amazing. And Morgan King, I think, just dropped. And I was correct. 35 months of membership. Morgan, you've been here forever, and thank you. Says, I sent you the price of the Switch here in Canada. $699. $699.99. Insanity, my friend. And that's without the US government tariffs. I'm sorry, I'm going to laugh at the tariff thing because people do not know what they're talking about. Oh, well, the electric vehicle industry is collapsing because of tariffs have been in effect for 2 or 3 days, and the electric vehicle disaster was already falling apart at the end of Biden. And the fact that they weren't going to be able to continually cut everybody a check out of your tax dollars to buy a vehicle that is basically pollution, not the operation of it per se. Although, I mean, where are you getting your electricity from? But the greenhouse emissions to produce said car, to collect all the materials to produce said car, and then your use of it, and depending upon how your electricity is produced, maybe it's not as zero as you think. And then the disposal thereof is just a toxic sludge thing. And until they can adequately demonstrate to the public that they can recycle those old batteries from cars, I'm unconvinced. Regardless, the government writing subsidy checks for $7,000 on a car, plus already subsidizing the production of the car, like the EVs that were coming out of Chevy. I'm going to tell you right now, it'll take weight off of the economic issues here in the States if we're not underwriting this technology that isn't really quite ready for prime time. So thank you, Morgan King. I appreciate it. All right, we got to get out of here, please. And hello, welcome to Canada. I love Canada. I'm not loving your government right now, and I really don't like the puppet you guys just got installed, but it is what it is. Switch is a handheld thing, right? $700 is a lot. Canadian? Yeah. Well, you can put it on a dock, plug it into a TV. It'll scale to 4K at 120 frames a second on some of the optimized games that are coming out in the future. That's about it. Probably more like 1,000 in Canada. Oh, let's not get there. All right. On that note, I got to bail. I think you guys are all amazing. I appreciate your long support for many of these supporters here. And friends, Monday's a new day. So between now and then, I'll probably drop a video or two. I will definitely be live streaming some gaming, hopefully after Friday Night Tights, I guess, over on That Game Place. So do check that out. If you're not already subscribed to that channel, it's That Game Place on YouTube. And we are going to open up a Rumble channel for That Game Place as well. So you'll be able to follow us there. Very excited about that, doing some gaming over there in the future. And Victor Fontaine, great to see you on the Green Machine. On that note, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, see ya for real.
Why, hello there, random citizen.
Oh, hey there, little buddy. How's it going?
Have you subscribed to Culture Casino yet?
Well, no,
Friggin'
Oh!
These guys, I tell ya.
Oh!
Dang it, I missed. Why won't these guys just subscribe already?
That hurt.